And a very warm welcome, as always, everybody, to this week's Reiki Healing Circle. Thank you so much for the support via Patreon. I really appreciate it. And hopefully today's session allows you to find space, find peace. Begin here with a modified Gassho. Just keeping the hands separated here, and bring your awareness into the area between the palms. In each weekly share, we are not just sharing a space of Reiki, but also it's a moment or opportunity to help guide you into your practice and perhaps share the way markers or the information that I've gleaned along my own practice, relaying that to you so it may benefit your practice, as it were. And so here we sit in this modified Gassho. Feel the space between the palms. Let the body and the mind relax. Keeping the awareness on the palms and the space between. Remembering that a Reiki circle does not mean that we are sending energy somewhere reflexively, nor does it mean that we're giving energy to ourselves. If energy is universal, then by simply sitting in that space of energy, we accomplish both the idea of sending and the idea of receiving. We find peace and balance. So let us dive here just a little bit deeper, bringing the hands closer to Gassho, which is just prayer at Namaste if the term Gassho is new to you. And notice that I have not closed my hands. Now, if you have a Reiki practice with your hands here, fingertips touching, awareness still between the palms, I invite you to chant chokure 3 times. Keep the awareness on the palms. And at the third recitation of chokure, allow the hands to expand again, opening up. And now in the space between the palms, I invite you to envision the symbol of chokure as if it's floating in a space right between the palms. We're not attaching meaning to it. We're not attaching a belief. Just see the symbol. Bring the hands back together, encompassing that symbol of chokure, and again chant chokure 3 times. Bring that energy into the heart chakra now, placing the hands on the chest. Feel that space. Raising the hands back to Gassho. Opening and spreading. Awareness between the palms. Bringing the palms together, fingertips touching. Now I invite you to chant along with me here for Seihiki, or you can recite it yourself 3 times, noticing with the way that I prefer to chant. There's no right or wrong way. It's on one continuous exhale for the 3 recitations of Seihiki, each aspect of the symbol drawn out. Awareness between the palms. And we begin. Open the palms. Envision the symbol of Seihiki between the palms. Bring the palms back together. Still on Seihiki between the palms, and bring that energy again into the heart center. Breathe. I give the opportunity here to recite Chokure on your own, and I guide through Seihiki, and I'll guide through the rest, just to see a difference on your own practice versus chanting along, hands back to Gassho. Open the palms. Then now we begin with Hon Jaze Shone, again 3 times, 1 breath. Om Jaze Shone, Om Jaze Shone, Om Jaze Shone. Palms together, holding the symbol of Honjaze Shone between the palms here again. Bringing the palms to heart center, filling the body with the symbol and meaning of RYŌHŌ. Returning the hands to Gassho. Feel the difference here now. Area between the palms. Open the palm. Here we go to the master symbol now. If you are a Reiki master student, of course, chant along. If you've not yet studied the master level, it's okay to hear the symbol, but out of respect for the practice, maybe just stay in modified or traditional Gassho during this next segment. We chant Dai Komyo, turning inward to the great light within all of us. Hands separated. Bring this right into the hara, the lower abdomen. 3 times, 1 breath. Dai Gom Yo Dai Gom Yo Dai Gom Yo. Hands together in Gassho once again. Daikomyo between the palms. Palms to heart center. And now we move the left hand down to the lower belly. So onto the hara, the sacral chakra, just placing the left hand below the navel, the right hand remaining on the heart center. Now in one breath, chanting all symbols in order from Chokure Seihiki Honjaze Shone Daikomyo, 3 full times in one breath. Feel into the body now, the space, the power this creates, and let your chanting vibrate and resonate in the back of the throat, activating the vagus nerve and moving us into the parasympathetic. Inhale fully. Chokore Seiki Honjaze Shone Daikomyo. Chokore Seiki Honjaze Shone Daikomyo. Feel the space. Feel the response in the body. For me here, this is produce tears, not of joy or sadness, just a release. It's normal. You might feel the moving of energy through the body, tingling. I've got goosebumps all over the body, hot, cold disbalance. We chant fully 3 times, so 2 more rounds. Inhale fully. Chant with the lower belly, deep guttural sound. Breathe and relax. For the last round, we bring the hands to Gassho, taking a moment to feel the space between the balance of Gassho and the spine itself, the flow of energy through the body. Taking your own pace, and it's not important if you can't finish the full rounds, just go as you can hear me, go until the full release of all of the breath. So push every bit of retained breath out on the chanting of the cymbals here for the last round. Breathing fully in, chanting from the lower belly, the hara, deep guttural sounds again. Sitting in Gassho, we sit in the moment of the energy. This is the practice of distance Reiki. There is no giving and receiving. We simply turn into the energy itself. Feeling perhaps the non-duality of the energy. When we touch this space, we simultaneously touch all that is. When we rest, all rests. For within us rests the universe. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you namaste, be well, and welcome back. Thank you for the practice here today. Well, it's a big one. Whoa. Yeah, it made me tear up. But not in sadness or grief or joy or anything. It's just the release of all that energy that can come out of the body, right? So all of that space and freedom. And, I think quite often we get lost on the idea of distance sessions that we're somehow giving to somebody or some place or some space. But see, all of those currently reside within us. Every memory, every person, every bit of suffering from that person. If you think about it, the suffering from each individual is only understood via your context, right? So all of those things, if you want to think about it that way, all of the context that we create exists within us. That's why we say the universe exists within us. So if we simply hold the Gassho, the union of chi, chanting the cymbals in the lower belly, then we use that power to dive into the flow of Reiki energy. And by really vibrating the back of the throat, we're activating the vagus nerve, slowing the heart rate, slowing the respiration, and indeed diving into the parasympathetic so we can feel that flow of energy and we can heal and restore not only ourselves, but all living beings and all inanimate beings as well, as it were. So everything that pulsates with the same energy, we tap into in that space. Hope you've enjoyed this week's practice. I hope it's brought something perhaps new to your own practice. And see you again, as always, on Tuesday of next week for our guided meditation, Wednesday for our guided pranayama or breathwork class, and Thursday for the guided Reiki circle. Be well and namaste.